I never planned to hide my success. Growing up in a modest apartment above my parents' small grocery store, I learned the value of hard work early. Every morning before school I helped stock shelves, and after classes I worked the register while squeezing in homework. "Jenny, you're going to do great things," my father often said as he watched me balance the books with precision. "Just remember where you came from." Those words stayed with me. In college I earned a full scholarship in business and computer science. While others partied, I spent nights coding what would become Revolution Tech, a supply chain management system that changed the industry. By 25 I sold my first company for $40 million. By 28 I had quadrupled that through smart investments. But I still lived simply, always remembering my father's advice. That's when I met Michael. He literally crashed into my life one rainy morning at a coffee shop. I was in my usual spot, jeans and old sweater, laptop open, when he bumped my table, nearly spilling coffee on my computer. "Oh God, I'm so sorry," he exclaimed, steadying the cup. Looking up, I met kind brown eyes and an apologetic smile. "No harm done," I laughed. "Let me buy you another coffee," he offered. One coffee led to dinner. Dinner led to dating. Michael wasn't like the wealthy men who had courted me before. He was a mid-level manager at Global Corp Industries, lived within his means and treated everyone with respect, or so I thought. Everything changed when I met his family, particularly his older brother James. James, the CFO of Global Corp, oozed arrogance. At our first dinner together he sneered at my plain dress and minimal jewelry. "So what do you do?" he asked. "I work with computers," I replied vaguely, not wanting to reveal my success. "IT support?" he smirked. "How quaint." Michael shifted uncomfortably but said nothing. His mother, Elizabeth, exchanged knowing looks with James's wife, Victoria. "At least Michael seems happy," Elizabeth sighed. Over the next year the subtle digs grew sharper. At gatherings I was excluded from important conversations. During holidays my gifts were mocked. "Oh, a handmade scarf?" Victoria laughed one Christmas. "How economical." She didn't know I'd knitted it myself from $500 worth of premium cashmere. Michael's silence during these moments cut deeper than their insults. "They're just set in their ways," he'd say. "Best to ignore it." Meanwhile I kept watching Global Corporation. The company had potential, but James's mismanagement was slowly killing it. Wasteful spending, nepotism, toxic culture. The breaking point came at a family photo shoot. Elizabeth had arranged it to celebrate James's upcoming promotion to CEO. As we posed in the elegant studio, James pointed at me. "Oh no, she can't be in the main photos. It'll look inappropriate." Victoria nodded. "These are going in the company newsletter. Standards must be maintained." "I don't mind stepping out," I said quietly. "See." James smirked. "She knows her place." Michael opened his mouth, then closed it. Silence again. That's when Thomas Chin, Global Corp CEO, walked in. His eyes widened. "Miss Zhang? Is that you?" James's head snapped around. You know her." "Know her?" Thomas chuckled. "She owns this entire building. And as of last month," he looked at me for confirmation. I nodded. "She's Global Corp's majority shareholder." The room froze. James's face drained of color. "That's impossible." "The majority shares were bought by Revolution Holdings," I said softly. "My holding company." Elizabeth clutched Michael's arm. "Did you know about this?" Michael looked as stunned as the rest. "Jenny, what's going on?" "What's going on," Thomas said, "is that your girlfriend has been quietly buying shares while your brother ran this company into the ground. Tomorrow's board meeting should be interesting." Victoria gasped. "Tomorrow's meeting?" "Yes," I said firmly. "We'll be discussing the company's new direction, and its new CFO." James lunged forward. "You can't do this. I've worked here for 15 years. "In that time," I replied calmly, "you've wasted $30 million on questionable expenses, hired unqualified friends, and created a toxic culture. Shall I go on?" Elizabeth turned to Michael. "You have to stop her. She's destroying our family." But Michael just stared at me, really seeing me for the first time. "All those times they insulted you, you could have stopped them. Why didn't you?" "Because I wanted to see who would defend me when they thought I had nothing," I answered, meeting his gaze. "How I know." The next morning I walked into Global Corp headquarters. Gone was the simple white dress. Today I wore a tailored black suit. Employees whispered as I passed. In the boardroom, James sat stiffly, panic barely hidden. 8 directors watched me with interest, each holding the detailed report I had sent the night before. James tried to object. "This is a personal vendetta." "Mr. Chin," I said smoothly, "please share the audit results." The evidence was damning. Inflated contracts, nepotism, fraud, waste. James exploded. "This is because I didn't want you in a family photo." An elderly director removed his glasses. "Are you suggesting Ms. Jiang orchestrated a multi-million-dollar acquisition because of a photo?" James deflated. The vote was unanimous. He was out. As security escorted him away, his phone buzzed with Elizabeth's frantic calls. Later, Michael came to my office. He looked lost. "Jenny, why didn't you tell me? Would it have changed anything?" I asked. "Would you have stood up to James and your mother if you knew I was rich? That's not fair. Isn't it? Every time they belittled me, you stayed silent. Every time they excluded me, you made excuses. You wanted peace more than you wanted to defend me." "I didn't want to make waves," Michael protested. "Family is complicated." "No, Michael," I said firmly. "Right and wrong are simple. You just chose wrong repeatedly." His phone buzzed. Elizabeth again. He ignored it with a sigh. "Mom's hysterical. Says you've destroyed James's life. The country club's already gossiping." "James destroyed his own career through incompetence and arrogance," I replied. "I merely exposed it. He has a family, Jenny. A mortgage. Kids in private school. He should have thought of that before mismanaging millions in company funds. Still, I'm not heartless. He'll get 3 months severance. More than he deserves." Michael ran his hands through his hair. "What about us? Can we move past this? Start fresh?" I studied him, the man I once thought was different, kinder, braver. "You know what hurts most? Not their behavior. Yours. You watched them treat me like dirt for a year and did nothing." "I can change," he whispered. "You shouldn't have to change to do what's right." A knock interrupted us. Thomas entered holding a folder. "Sorry to intrude, but we found something else. James approved a suspicious $2.5 million consulting contract last month." Michael stood. "I should go." "Yes," I agreed. "You should." At the door he turned. "For what it's worth, I really did love you. Love without respect isn't love at all." After he left, Thomas raised an eyebrow. "Tough day." "It's not over yet," I sighed, opening the new files. Hours later, the truth unraveled. Beyond mismanagement, James had been selling company secrets to competitors. The evidence hid in encrypted emails and offshore accounts. My phone buzzed. Elizabeth again. I declined the call and texted Michael. "You might want to hire James a good lawyer." That evening, as I left the office, Victoria waited in the lobby. Her designer outfit was wrinkled, her mascara smudged. "Please," she begged. "You have to help him. We have children." "I'm not pressing charges," I replied, "but the board might. That decision isn't mine alone. You're the majority shareholder. You could stop this. My responsibility is to the company and its employees. James betrayed them." She grabbed my arm. "Our children will suffer." I gently removed her hand. "Perhaps this is their chance to learn about consequences and integrity. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Destroying our family." "No, Victoria. I'm protecting thousands of employees whose livelihoods James endangered. Your family's reputation isn't more important than their jobs." As my car arrived, she called out, "We treated you like family." I turned. "No. You treated me like someone beneath you. And now you're beneath me. The difference is, I won't abuse that power the way you did." The next week was chaos. Headlines blared. Global Corp CFO ousted amid scandal. Elizabeth's country club membership was suddenly under review. Victoria's social circle evaporated overnight. Michael called daily. I let every call go to voicemail. Then came the text. "Mom's organizing a family meeting. She wants to make things right. Please come." My reply was simple. No. Some bridges once burned should stay ashes. A month passed. Global Corp flourished under new leadership. Morale soared, stock prices climbed, and long-stalled projects finally moved forward. Then Elizabeth appeared at my office unannounced. My assistant buzzed me. "Mrs. Harrison insists on seeing you." I considered declining, but perhaps this was necessary. "Send her in." She entered, clutching her handbag like armor. Her face looked 10 years older in just weeks. "Thank you for seeing me," she said stiffly. "We need to talk about James." "Go on." "The board is pressing charges for corporate espionage. His lawyer says he could face prison time." "The evidence is substantial," I said flatly. "He has children," she pleaded. "Surely you understand family. Like you understood family when you excluded me? When you mocked me?" She flushed. "We were wrong. I see that now. But please, help James." "Why should I?" She hesitated. "Because Michael still loves you." I laughed, humorless. "So you're here to play matchmaker? After everything?" "He misses you. He's different now. He stands up to us. He defends you." "Too late." Her composure cracked. "What do you want? An apology? Fine. I'm sorry. We were horrible. We judged you without knowing you. Please, just help James." I studied her face, desperate, broken. "The board meets tomorrow. I'll present your plea. But I make no promises." "Thank you," she whispered. "And I truly am sorry." As she turned to leave, I added, "Elizabeth, the next time you judge someone by their appearance or wealth, remember this moment." The board meeting was tense. After 2 hours, we reached a compromise. James would avoid charges if he cooperated with investigators and signed a lifetime non-compete. That evening, Michael appeared at my office door. "Mom told me what you did," he said softly. "Thank you." "I did it for the company, not your family." He nodded. "I know. But still, thank you. I've been seeing a therapist, trying to understand why I always chose silence over conflict." "Good for you, Jenny. I miss you." I sighed. "The woman you miss never existed. You fell in love with someone who tolerated disrespect. That wasn't me." "Then, let me know the real you." "The real me wouldn't have given you a second chance." His face fell. "So that's it." "That's it. Goodbye, Michael." After he left, I walked to the window. The city glittered below, full of secrets, stories, and second chances. My phone buzzed. Thomas again, about tomorrow's meetings. Life moved on. Global Corp transformed under proper leadership. James disappeared into a lower-paying job in another state. Elizabeth's circle shrank to only those who cared about her as a person, not her status. Me. I finally stepped into the light, no longer hiding my success. My father's words still guided me. "Remember where you came from." But now I understood. Remembering your roots doesn't mean accepting disrespect. Sometimes the greatest power isn't in wealth or position. It's in walking away. In choosing self-respect over false acceptance. In letting toxic bridges burn. Looking back, I realized those family photos would have captured a lie. A family built on arrogance and appearances. Instead, I built something real. A life of authenticity, strength, and true worth. The kind of picture that needs no frame.